Voices of the Past. Holocaust Echoes presents the evolution of concentration camps. Join David Rosen as we trace the chilling development of these notorious camps.
My name is David Rosen, and at 94 years old, I stand before you as a survivor and witness to the evolution of one of the most horrifying systems of human cruelty ever devised, the Nazi concentration camps. Today, I share with you the story of how these camps transformed from mobile killing units into centers of mass extermination, and the unimaginable impact this had on the daily lives of Jewish inmates and others in Europe. The Nazi regime's obsession with purity and control began with the systematic killing of those deemed unworthy of life. The mentally ill, terminal patients, and those with genetic disabilities. These early victims were subjected to brutal mobile killing units, a precursor to the horrors that would soon engulf all of Europe. As the regime solidified its power, the scope of persecution expanded. The camps that initially served as detention centers for political prisoners, dissenters, and other undesirables evolved into sprawling complexes designed for mass extermination. The infamous names Auschwitz, Treblinka, Sobibor became synonymous with death and suffering. Politically, these camps represented the ultimate expression of totalitarian control. The Nazi leadership, driven by an insatiable lust for power and an ideology of racial superiority, created a network of terror that permeated every corner of occupied Europe. The SS and Gestapo enforced a regime of brutality and fear, ensuring that dissent was met with swift and lethal punishment. Culturally, the impact was devastating. The Nazis sought to erase Jewish identity and culture. Synagogues were destroyed, books were burned, and any expression of Jewish life was met with violent suppression. The camps became places where humanity was stripped away, where individuals were reduced to numbers and subjected to unimaginable dehumanization. Socially, the conditions within the camps were beyond comprehension. Overcrowding, starvation, disease, and forced labor were daily realities. Inmates faced constant abuse and were subjected to horrific medical experiments. The bonds of family and community were shattered as loved ones were torn apart and hope was systematically extinguished. I remember the constant fear, the relentless hunger, and the endless roll calls that left us standing for hours in the freezing cold or scorching heat. We lived under the shadow of death, knowing that any day could be our last. The gas chambers, the crematoria, they were the final destinations for so many of my friends and family. Yet, even in the face of such overwhelming despair, we found ways to resist. We held on to our faith, our memories, and our humanity. We whispered prayers, shared scraps of food, and supported one another as best we could. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, became acts of defiance against the regime that sought to destroy us. As I stand before you today, the memories of those dark days are as vivid as ever. The evolution of the concentration camps from places of detention to centers of mass extermination is a testament to the depths of human cruelty. But it is also a testament to the resilience and strength of those who endured. Thank you for listening to my memories of this historic period. I pray that you will keep in mind the dangers of hatred and intolerance and never forget these horrific inhuman atrocities.